Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 33rd episode of Puck, which is a vibes-based podcast where we yap about all things hockey. Today is June 7th, 2025. I'm your host, Saint, and this is my partner in crime, Champ. Champ, how you doing?
I'm barely alive.
Uh-huh. As always, we have a lot to discuss about this episode, so let's jump right into it. Champ, we gotta talk about it.
You know, I said it last night.
Uh-huh. Bradley Marchand,
why? I said it last night that I love hockey, but I think my heart can't handle it anymore.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, my whole everything hurt after last night's game. Emotionally, it's we've lost one game.
Here's the thing. And here's the thing. We have been predicting. I said we're gonna win in 6 or 7, or I was going like I said 5, 6, or 7, but almost for sure this is going to game 7.
Yes.
The teams are just too evenly matched.
Yes.
And even though we've been saying that since the matchup was like confirmed, it still was like, okay, but
no!
okay, but what if we just did a clean sweep and we didn't have to do all this?
I think it's also
double fucking overtime.
That too, but also because we got through this playoffs with only 4 losses. So like
we've been desensitized to like it was going so well. Like it was really the way that it started was brutal because it was the Kings
right after
we were 0-2 and we were like I was like, are we delusional? I was like, are we delusional that like our team is so bad? We were the only ones who believed in them, and everybody was saying that we were gonna get like wiped. And then we came back, and then we've won everything. It was 6-5-5. Like we've won so much.
The Vegas Golden Knights game was like at the last second, so
it was just a dumb luck, bad moment. Like you know what I mean? Like it wasn't reasonable. Like the Dallas one was game 1. We suck at game 1. Yeah, and even then, like it. Oh my god.
So when we went on Wednesday, it started, and we were delighted for about 30 seconds, and then both of us wanted to throw up.
Yep.
And it went to overtime.
Which we called because I said this is gonna go to overtime, and it almost went to second overtime. Thank you, Leon Draisaitl.
Thank you, Nosek, for sending it over the boards. And then last night, they just looked tired. And it have to be. It's 2 teams playing at their absolute best. And you can tell. Like, there's not been a moment where I've been able to breathe. And Corey Perry scoring on the last 17 seconds. And we hadn't been able to keep the puck all night long.
And I was fully convinced we were dead. Like most of the game, the first period was okay. It was just wild. It was just a high stakes. Like it was like we knew we were getting a little bit lucky, and there was just a lot of penalties, and it was like a lot of kerfuffling and just chaos. And then the second, I was like, oh yeah, this is what we do, where we can't play 60 minutes of hockey, and it's exhausting that they can't do it. I don't know why we have a complete collapse in the second every time, and it was mistakes
saving all their energy
for the third. Except when we are this closely matched, it was like we could have won this in regulation, and instead we went to second OT. And the fact that when I looked at the ESPN app, it had said 20 seconds left. And I was like, oh, we're done. Like, there's just absolutely no way. This is like, I think one of the only times that this has ever worked for us was pulling the goalie. Because usually we can't keep possession long enough and they just kill us. Like,
I just, so it was one of those things where I was like, oh my God.
I mean, we just flew. We were like dead quiet, just kind of like, oh, this sucks. We've lost.
It's one of the reasons we will be trying to stream some of these games, but it's one of the biggest reasons we can't stream these games because when it's going so bad, we're like,
this sucks. And we're just sitting here in misery.
And then they didn't do anything in first overtime. It was
a lot
similar to the first period, honestly.
Yeah, it was very, very
dominated.
close.
We dominated that overtime.
Yeah.
Just couldn't. Bob blocked it. You know.
Yeah, Bob had some crazy saves, and I don't know what happened because again, I'm not like technically inclined in hockey. Like I'm starting to understand pieces of it. I don't understand why against a team whose entire thing is the dump and chase. You know, their forecheck is so strong, and they just why do we let them? Like, why
just get in our zone?
Don't let that. We had a couple moments where who was it? Was it somebody leveled someone, and that works, but we can't upkeep it. I mean, they leveled them several times, but like we can't keep that up. That's not how you like. It works to a degree, but you're bruising your own guys too. So what happens is we are on the sides and the Panthers are on the center. And it's just two conflicting play styles where they're really good at not letting us play on the side, and we're not as good at stopping them in the middle. We started to get the hang of it, but I did not like... It felt like we had a lot of dead weight last night.
And that's kind of the consensus going around the chatter boxes.
So my eye test matches are our
your eye test matches, yes. I do think that they should make a few changes. And we talked a little bit about this last night, is that honestly, let's talk about it. Nurse is doing nothing. He ices it every time he has the puck. And sometimes it works.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the icing when we need to, because I think that was actually a huge problem we had in overtime. And in even the third and second was their forecheck is so relentless, and so obviously the only opportunity is to ice the puck because you can't exit your zone safely. Yes. It is better to ice the puck and get the breather, as exhausting as it is, than letting them get those scrambles that led to goals.
However, there were a lot of icings that were just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, just not good icings. Oh my God! If our joke during regular season is take a shot every time somebody ices the puck,
we'd be dead.
We'd be literally dead from alcohol poisoning. Enough icing to frost 15 wedding cakes. I was so over it. Like,
and of course, it just dragged everything out.
Yeah, and it was just it was so painful. I will admit it was funny only because it was us. When they pretended that the wrong people were like that.
The wrong people touched
us. Really? Us? We were on the ice. Weird. I don't remember. It was just so blatant that they were using that as a breather.
I don't know what you're talking about. Us off the ice?
Dumb blonde look on their face. It was so funny.
Like Chris Rooney had to bring over the piece of paper. I was like, yes, sell this, boys. And the nurse was like, I guess it was us. And then he gets up. Well, then they have fresh legs. But my other biggest one is Freddie, whom I love. I love Freddie. He's been very invisible this whole series. And he shouldn't be, because his motif is throwing hands.
Yeah, against a team that
Freddie, just punch Sam fucking Bennett.
Well, that's my thing. Here, okay.
Yeah.
Again, we knew this was gonna happen. I don't believe in gooning. Like, I don't believe in the concept of, like, enforcing is different. Enforcement is, you touch my guy, I break your face. And that I understand, because it's a self-policement. Yeah. You have these players that won't drop the gloves. Okay, well, then you need to put them into the ice. I don't even, not even punch them, but you need
punish.
To punish. Oh, I thought you said punch. I was like, not even just punch. You need to punish them. Yeah, 100%. There
was one moment in the first where they just sat on, I think it was Rodriguez, and I was like, yes, that's exactly what you got to do.
And hit him hard.
Podsy getting under Ekblad's skin when he's already fucking roid rage. Listen. I still think he's got stuff going on. He rages out way too easy.
I think
it wasn't bad.
Like, we can't get that upset. Overtime. We can't get that upset at losing in second OT. It's just more frustrating. In game two, we joked that I said, "Oh, haha, we're gonna get to second overtime before the end of this series." I joked we were gonna get to third overtime before the end of this series. I would not. That? I said that.
That's how the Stanley Cup will end. That's how the final will end.
I think I might.
It'll be Edmonton. It'll be 2 a.m. Thankfully, it'll be a Friday if we get to Game 7, and that's how it'll end.
Like,
listen. The other thing is, Brad. We gotta have a conversation, Brad.
I love you, Bradley Marchand.
Not
So
now.
much. Not now. Not now.
Right now.
I
Not
need
this
you to
second.
stop being one of the best playoff performers in the current era.
In the world. Yeah.
Like, it's just exhausting. What?
And the first time you jinxed it, not last night's game, but in game one.
Oh, yeah. Because I was like, I don't give a fuck about it.
The first goal should not have counted.
Yeah.
And so you said...
well, I was just going to say the reffing in general, obviously they've missed a ton of calls on us. Yeah. They have missed more egregious ones, I would say, on the Panthers, specifically the too many men on the second OT. And I think it was first, I can't remember. It was in one of the overtimes.
It was second overtime.
It was second OT. I literally think they refused to call it because then that would have decided the game. And they knew it. And I was like, but that's you're not calling anything else. Too many men and delay of game stuff, that's an automatic bench penalty. The fact that like he not only was a 6-man on the ice besides the goalie, he actively played. He was defending against an attacking player. That's beyond the pale in terms of like, why the fuck are we not call? And then just the like, oh, you can slash you, like, we get instigating penalties against something that happens to us. They do it to us and they don't get called. And I'm like, again, it's not, I don't think that the refs are biased against the Oilers. I just think that they're for the Panthers. I think Sam Bennett can do whatever the fuck he wants and he knows it. And it's really weird that like, he just can do whatever he wants. Like you can kick a guy's, again, it's the playoffs, call things fairly. And we did, and I don't remember what the end penalty minutes tally was, but to me, like, nothing was ever called against Connor, and he's constantly getting stuff against him.
He is.
And I'm just like, it's just about the fairness. If you're gonna call, like when you have verbatim examples of this happened and we call it against the Oilers, the Panthers did the exact same thing and we didn't call it. That's what I just can't get behind it. It's just stupid that you slashed a referee on your way to hit somebody to slash somebody on the Oilers team, and then no penalty. How much more obvious can we get? Like,
it's also just, it's one of those things where it's so frustrating because you know that nothing's going to be done about it.
Yeah. And again, the Sam Bennett thing, I don't think you should be in the NHL. I don't care how many dogs you save. I don't care how nice of a guy you are off the ice. I think you can choke. I think you are legitimately terrible for what you're doing. Because all the dirty plays that I've seen through like the Boston Bruins and like the Oilers and blah, blah, blah. First of all, most of them are hockey plays. Like nurse slashing.
Nurse slashing.
Unfortunate. Terrible. It sucks that it happened. It was a hockey play.
Nurse was an idiot for doing it. Yeah, we're not denying that.
But it was also a retaliation for what was started. Hintz was behind the play, next to the goalie, the whacking at a defenseman. Of course he's going to slash your foot. It was just really unfortunate what happened for it. But it was still a hockey penalty and a hockey move. Crashing into the goaltenders and sending them to the hospiel every series
and then going,
is not
I don't know why I'm getting torqued.
I can't believe that's goaltender interference. Goaltender interference. Meet me in the pit, Sam Bennett. I know you won't drop the gloves, but like I'll fight you. I'll 5'7"
I'm gonna become Nikita Zadorov. Yeah, and put your face in the ice.
Like I can't do it. And like the fact that the league yet again he got nothing for Stolar. It's just. And let alone, I'm sorry, Bradley Marchand, lest we forget, he stealth punched him last year and gave him a concussion that caused him to miss a game. I think it was 2 games. Like,
this is just one of those things where, and we knew this was going to happen, so I don't think I feel as sick to my stomach about it. You know what I mean? I have got to consider the fact that this time last year, we were down 2-0. And that was after the Fogle knee on knee. That wasn't a knee on knee, and Sam Bennett whined and cried and went to the locker room. This was up and then miraculously came back. And that was after us being shut out. This team is hungry. And so I don't like that we split it going back to Florida, but I'm not, this is over already.
Yeah.
And I just have to keep remembering that when I'm devastated.
It's just so hard to lose, like, at all, because we are the underdogs.
In double overtime.
Yeah, and double overtime is just...
It also what hurt so badly.
Is like, we could have just done this and...
You could have just not let Perry scored. We could. Yeah. You didn't have to give us hope. That was the thing that we noticed. It was because we had hope.
Yeah, because literally I sat there and gave up, and Perry scored. Mm-hmm. I literally said we've lost. I literally said, "Champ, we've lost this. We can't."
Yeah,
and he fucking scores 2 seconds later.
So
exhausting.
You got to neg them.
Yeah, not too much though. Not too. There's like a line of where like if you take it too far, it's they stop behaving anyways. Like
they're grumpy.
And there's also a bunch of people who don't know how fucking hockey works. And it's infuriating to me because people who are saying that Bushi has been costing us, are you morons? Do you understand? He's the only reason
we're in this. Him and Wallman are the only reason we're in this.
Like, truly, they have been insane. Like,
I think and they're both very young. So they're coachable. Here's my thing. And we talked a little bit about this last night. I think we need to go to 11-7. I think that Freddie should come out. I love Freddie, but he's not doing what we signed him for. And I did just see that there's already rumors that they're looking to re-sign him, which if he's healthy, go for it.
Yeah.
But I think if Nurse really needs Stetch, and Stetch is such a good vibes guy, and I'm hoping that he comes back. Like, I think that they're going to have to make some changes if they want to succeed. Yeah. I don't think we're doing bad. I just think we are not playing the game that we want to.
Yeah, I think that we had the way that we needed to play in game 1, and we lost it in game 2, and I don't know why. And I do think we need to make some lineup changes. I liked what we did in overtime where he just blended the lines to try and get some new life into things. And I usually don't agree with that, but we were getting nothing from the other lines.
Yeah.
But it's just...
They're the coaches. We're just here to suffer.
I trust Nobby.
I trust Nobby.
It's really that, like, the big guys scored last night, right? It was like Bushi, Kane, Drive, Boost. Perry.
Yeah.
We didn't have the depth that we should.
Yes.
And I think that really kills us against a team that has such strong forecheck. We have the defense. We do.
Yeah.
We just weren't playing it right. I'm not completely demotivated, but God, I can't handle Florida winning again and 2 back-to-back losses for us.
I think I'll walk into the ocean.
I literally can't do it, guys. I just can't. Because if not this team, what do we do? Like, what do you do? Brad Marchand come be an Oiler, we would be winning. And he's actually low-key carrying them right now. It's crazy how good of a player he is. It's actually crazy what he was making so many good plays. He makes
the job done.
I mean, even when they lost in game 1, Marshy was the one trying to stop Drive from scoring. He was already the one coming in to stop it. Like, he just understands hockey.
I also wonder how much of that is him having been in a position for the last how many years of not being able to really succeed and going, this is my opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's actually, I have to, if I'm going to do this, I have to. And I think that's fantastic. I just hate that it's not for the Oilers.
Yeah.
Brad, you could have gone to any team, Brad.
Like, I wish, sad. I really just think of a different, like, if we'd had Marshy instead of Freddie.
Yeah. Or, honestly, Zadorov.
No, I don't think Zadorov would have been effective. He's too slow.
He wouldn't. You're right.
He's too slow. There's a reason that they got chomped at the bit. No, he's not. He is great to me. He's great if he steps up, though. Like, to me, he should have been our 7th defenseman, and we would rotate him out.
Yeah.
But, Freddie, I think, needs to be sat. I don't know whether he's injured or not, but just nope. And Nurse, I have to just be biased, right? Like, he has to be doing something to keep him in the lineup other than getting overpaid. And I don't hate Nurse that much. It's just that he brings everyone else down, that I would literally just rather have Klingberg and Stetcher out there. Sit him. Like, and especially on a team where breakaways are lethal, we can't do it, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is our, I said they can win 2 games because
you did say that.
I wanted them to win the 2 in Florida because my cousins live in Florida and are going to the Panthers game. We almost went to a Stanley Cup Final game, guys. We almost went to the Florida ones.
If stuff hadn't been going wrong,
if we hadn't had
our personal lives,
several family emergencies, several family emergencies, then I would
have been like, my love, my dearest husband, I gotta go to Florida right now.
Yeah, we're going.
He would have been like, how much money are you spending on a plane ticket? Not as much as what a Stanley Cup Final ticket would have cost.
Oh my god.
I also think I would have probably gotten kicked out of the box because I would be wearing my Oilers merch. In other news, you have a new head coach.
I do.
You have no clue how to feel about him.
I don't. So we don't really know much about him. I did read one thing.
I saw that too.
I didn't really like.
Earning your spot in the locker room.
Yeah, it was just really. Where was it? Hold on, I'm looking.
I saw some rumors that Sid was not happy.
Yeah, but again, they rumors. Anything about Sid, I don't trust.
They don't know Sid.
Yeah, so the Pens got rid of Sullivan and chose the guy that made his team change in the hallways of their arena because they had to earn their right to a changing room.
That's so bizarre. Is that real?
Really weird. I don't know. That's the thing is a lot of the rumors, it's like, do you trust, like, there's all these rumors going on right now about, like, what teams are interested in who and, like,
Marner.
Like, who's going to where. And it's like, is any of it real? Like, who the fuck knows? Like, I don't know enough about this coach. My only thing is that I believe that if some guy tries to come in and is disrespectful to the locker room, I can't imagine that will go well when you have Gino, Tanger, and Sid. Because they're kind of like a loyal core 3. And Rusty, too. I just can't imagine. Like, they bleed black and gold. I just can't imagine them letting the future of the franchise come in and do that shit. It's like why Pete DeBoer would never last on the Penguins, because if you were mean to their goalie, I think Sid would have killed you. Like,
oh my god. Speaking of Pete DeBoer, oh boy. Did we call that? I think we said that it was a chance. And that we're not surprised by Pete DeBoer being fired by Dallas.
It's very funny how many people thought that Otter was going to be the one to go. And I was like, no, they're not.
He's their franchise. Like, they love Otter. They love Otter.
And who's their GM? Nils?
Nil, yeah.
Nil, he knows. Like, he knows what's up. He's probably one of the better GMs. I think he needs to get more defense in with the Stars. Otherwise, their roster actually doesn't need that much tweaking. They need better defense. That's it.
I think it was also a mindset thing.
Yeah, I think that he had lost the room before they lost. I think they came in.
The exit interviews were just brutal, apparently.
Yeah, I can't. I think it was one of those things where it was like, okay, you've taken us to the Western Conference Final twice, but you can't throw your star goalie under the bus.
No.
And he panics. He panics. He
does.
The franchise killers are scary, right? Like, we are scary. We've killed, like, this season alone, we've killed the Kings and the Stars and sent the Vegas into a bit of a
technically the Canucks.
Yeah, and sent the Vegas Golden Knights into a little bit of a tailspin because they realized they just have no scoring that we can't shut down. So, like, it's...
So, but, like, I understand it. And we've talked about it. We're like, we know why teams... most of the fan stuff is weird, but it's not. If it's your team and the Oilers have completely decimated you in the last 5-10 years, then I get it. I understand why you would be a little salty. However, I don't think that the panic is warranted when you're a head coach in the locker room. You have to be the stability.
Yeah, and I think that was why we love
Jim Nill was the one, or not Jim Nill. Hiller was the one that panicked.
Yep.
I don't think Bruce Cassidy panicked. I just think he his team just didn't necessarily know how to stop us. But yeah, that's why we love Nabi so much. Is Nabi's like the most chill dude. I've only seen him angry like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, like I can count on one hand. Mm-hmm. It's not a common
And it's
occurrence.
usually because of bad reffing.
Yes.
It's not ever towards his team.
Yeah.
And in watching recent oil drops, which is on Oilers Plus, that's all their behind the scenes stuff. You can kind of tell that the boys have the room. Like, they are the room. Nabi's just there for strategy. And I think that gives a significant boost to your team. If you don't have to worry about coaching necessarily, like, calming yourself down, then you can actually focus on, okay, I have to put this player in because this player does not do well with them. This player's not playing on their offside, so I think this player should move here. And without having to worry, okay, your leaders are actually... So, I think that's one of the reasons that Sully didn't struggle so much with Sid. But when he lost the room, he completely lost the room.
Yeah, like... I don't know. I like...
I just don't think you can throw your
goalie under the again, and doesn't
again.
And he's such a brilliant coach otherwise. So don't you have to wonder, like, doesn't that kill the job market for him? Right? Like, I know it's the NHL and he'll get another job, but like anybody that has
be out of a job for a year.
Yeah. Well, and it's someone pointed out it's interesting that like other teams got their coaches lined up before he was fired, and they didn't wait, even though everybody was fairly certain that he was gonna, like, in the NHL they all probably knew.
I thought he was going for another year.
I did not think he was going to. I was like maybe they last out the contract, but
or maybe like halfway through the start. You know how Montgomery
stayed and then left,
and then something like that, where you just you can tell that they're not following the coach at all. I do think it's smart that they got rid of him in the offseason, because you have a whole summer to, like, A, look, and B, you don't have to... It's not as much of a shakeup. The Oilers getting Nabi and his first, not even full year, was luck. Like, that should not have happened.
And, like, I love Nabi. He's probably going to be... Like, you can say, you want about McDry, but it's been 10 years and we haven't won a cup. So there's a certain level of... You have to have the team. It's a team sport. Mm-hmm. I think we have our Bushi is Chris Letang, right? He's always going to be underrated because of who he plays with. McDry versus Sid and Gino. Yeah. And like, so everyone's always going to be like, oh, well, he's just getting... No, he is legitimately one of the best defensemen of this time period right now. I would put him in top 3, easy. And anybody who doesn't think that is just not fucking paying attention. Like, people, I think this is hockey in general is a sport where
you go for the most obvious failure.
Well, they go for the obvious failures, and because it's so obvious, right? Like, one bad turnover leads to a goal so directly. But the other thing is, nobody knows how to fucking read statistics. Like, and I'm not a statistician, but like, I know how to read statistics. And it's like, okay, you're only getting a piece of the whole puzzle, and you have to take that information and apply it to the broader spectrum of information that you're getting. And then you have to take multiple statistics, which is why those like plus and minus and defense and things like that are like the report cards and all of that. Those show a snapshot. Your eye test sometimes isn't going to match the statistics, but you also have to look into everything at once. It's not, he's leading in turnovers. Okay. And he had double the ice time of everybody else. Like, that's what was happening, where it's like, okay, but when you look, that's why the ratios and percentages matter more than just the raw numbers, because you have to take into consideration the amount of time that they're playing. Okay. And how much offensive zone time does he have? How much time is the puck on his stick? Like, there's so much more to it than just straight this, and that. That's it. Like,
he didn't score, or he didn't stop that breakaway. Well, he's on the ice for 45 minutes.
This is also proof that people don't understand how hockey works. You have a man, right? Like, you have a guy that you are on the ice and stopping. That might change from moment to moment. Marshy was not Bushi's man. And
No.
he was doing the correct thing, because I saw someone break this down.
Yeah.
They're like, why doesn't he get up there and stop Marshy? Dry was on Marshy.
Yeah.
He was on him. Bushi was waiting back so that he could catch the rebound if there was one.
Yeah, because then you just have another Panther player come in and swoop in, and
exactly.
they're really good at rebounds.
They're really good at rebounds. And
Stu almost had it.
And he did almost have it. He was it just slid under his skate pads. He was just literally a fraction of a second too late. He blocked the shot a second late. That was it. It was just a timing thing, which is his weakness, and they know that. And also, I'm sorry, there's very few goalies in this league that can stop Brad Marchand on a breakaway. It's just a fact. Like,
unfortunately, Bob was one of them.
Yeah, Bob was one of them. And even then, he's still, I don't know. Like, it's just, that one, I will say, the difference was Marshy was out of time. There was seconds left on the clock. So he didn't have the time to set up his shot the way he wanted to. This one was second overtime. He had all the time in the world. We were not down to the wire at all. When I saw Marshy get the puck, I knew it was over. I was like, yep. I mean, it's Marshy. Like, what do you do?
I honestly thought Kapanen would get that another overtime goal with that breakaway, and he was so close. But again, we just got and again, it's game 2.
Yeah,
it's a split. And I have to keep that in mind because again, this time last year, everyone was like, "Oh, it's over," and it was.
Yeah,
but
we still came back.
We still have the fight. Like,
we
still these boys want it so badly, and I saw a take on Twitter, and it was like, "Okay, you made it through game 1. Now's when they come out."
Yeah, like
the Panthers.
Yeah,
and guess what they did? I need the boys to throw. I send me in, coach. I'll lay out Sam Bennett for you, and then I'll put that stupid fucking rat in the ground where he belongs.
It's so funny. I just
choke on his own life.
He's one of the people that I just can't, as a hockey player, tolerate.
And it's because they're Calgary Flames.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate them. All right. Well, Saint.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The PWHL was expanded this week.
And they didn't. So want to speak about Boston betraying their captains all over again. Jesus Christ. We can't even escape it in the women's league. Fucking Hillary Knight doesn't get protected. You know who else didn't get protected? Sarah fucking Nurse for the Toronto Scepters.
Her and Knight on the same team is gonna be. They just handpick. It's like when you're handpicking what kind of horse you want. I would like a fast horse.
I would like a
with really, really pretty coat. And they're like, okay, we can do that. They're basically. Why did they have to go to Vancouver?
Who else got
taken?
It was Carpenter got taken too.
Yeah,
I was pissed about that.
When they didn't protect Hillary Knight, I was like
mauling.
So she's gone.
Yeah, I mean, how do you not? And it's like they're like, oh well, she's older. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's so good. Like, all right, here it is. Let's see. It was Vancouver signed Claire Thompson, Sophie Shocks, Emirates Mashmeyer, Sarah Nurse, Jen Gardner. Yeah. Nursey went to Vancouver. Not Seattle.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
Seattle took Hillary Knight and Alex.
Seattle got Hillary Knight.
Yeah,
okay,
Seattle. That's what I was saying. Seattle got Hillary Knight and Alex Carpenter, Corinne Schroeder, Danielle Serdachny, and Kayla Barnes. Which Alex Carpenter and Hillary Knight, that's fucking brutal. I can't believe they didn't protect Carpenter. I really can't. Yeah, they protected, Boston protected their goalie, which I understand. Also, they were basically when one player got stolen, they could protect a fourth. So,
well, that's smart.
Yeah, so, or it was like once 2 players got stolen or something like that. I can't remember. I think it was when 2 players got stolen. So obviously, the Victoire protected Marie Philipppoulin and Laura Stacey, which Victoire, Victoire had already gone up on my rankings this year, because of everything. I really wish they had won. At least the Frost will probably be dead in the water because
you got freaking Britta Curl.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly like it's probably gonna be pretty fucking brutal with Seattle and Vancouver. Like I truly don't know how you look at like especially Seattle. and don't think that they're not going to be a real fucking contender. I feel bad for Boston and New York because it's pretty obvious that, and probably Toronto too, that they're not climbing out of the hole, and they're going to be they're part of the original 6, and they're going to be pretty badly tanked, I think, just because they don't have they've lost too many key players. I don't know. And they weren't they weren't doing well anyways. They were struggling a lot. So
it hurts. And I'm just once again thinking of the fact that we have less than a month, and I'm not okay.
Yeah, like
I think, and we've talked a little bit about this when we're watching the game. I think for the Oilers, at least, Rico's, and I hate that because I love Rico.
But here's the thing: Rico is our face-off king. So I don't know if we trade him just yet.
He's 35.
People are rumoring that we're going to keep Freddie, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Here's the thing. Okay, Trent Frederick, I do love you. I do. I really do. He did not show up in Boston that much. I don't understand why we traded for him. I really don't. Like, I really
pest.
Yeah, but we had pests. We have Kane and Perry. I guess it was like if you do. But then why didn't the Oilers put their hat in the ring for Marchand when they knew that he was available? Like, I know Marshy said explicitly, "I am only going to Florida. I want to go to no one else," out of a spite, and he wants to win a cup. But like, if the Oilers were like, "Marchand, we'll take you," like. Yeah. He would have been. He's an elite.
I think also they were so focused on Rantanen that day because we were deep in the conversation of it.
We were. I don't think we could have afforded the cap, but like I think they were willing to throw a lot of pieces. We were after Swayman, and we were after.
I can't believe you were after Sway. Hey, can you imagine if we had gotten Sway? I would have been dead in the water.
I don't know how if he would have handled it because I think he was so set on being a Bruin for life. I don't know if he would have recovered. I think if we'd gotten Sway and Marshy.
No, I think if Sway knew that Marshy was going to go, I can see him being like, oh, yeah. Because now his captain's gone. There's a whole shakeup, and you have a chance to win a cup. Think about it like that, yeah?
Yeah.
But I think Sway he's been part of a brutal market, especially in the media, and he's better than both of our goalies.
Yeah. And I will say, Stuart Skinner... The saves,
saving our ass.
They were a lot of lucky fucking saves too.
They were.
Like the one where it flew back up in the air and it dropped back down and he still caught it.
I have
trauma. Like, I mean, and again, it's just it's just crazy.
He's doing a great job. He has to do a better. It's not his fault that he's let those in. I don't think so. There was one that they just exploited his lateral movement, and we.
The same way that we were exploiting
Bob's high shot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just one of those things where it is what it is. But, like, actually, Elliot Friedman confirms that one of the things that's been rumored around here is that Trent Frederick might be sticking around. Oh, for what? For $1 million, maybe? Like,
less than. They don't have the space. We have to get Bushi.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. He did score a big goal in the first round, but like he's injured. So I'm giving him a lot on that, but I'm telling you, I've seen him before he was injured in Boston, and I don't think he's worth that much money. Like
Matthew, what's it, Pichanson or whatever?
Yeah.
Said, "Dear Oilers fans, keep an eye on Sam Riley. Since his path to the NHL may be quicker than originally." Interesting. Now that would be. You're going to throw that in at the very last... That would be a wild infection. Can you imagine?
Like...
Okay. Oh, boy.
We also have that guy from Germany who's coming basically just to pray.
I don't know. I don't think he can... I don't think Sam Riley can be in the Cup Final. I think that there's like a rule. But... Oh. Number 63 has 63 career playoff goals. 29th in NHL history. Yeah. Sid, Vetchkin, and...
Evgeny Malkin are the only ones.
Yeah, great. Fine.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Almost like he's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he should have been a Boston retired number.
Yep, he really should have, honestly. Like, I mean, they don't really retire numbers often, but him and Bergie.
I don't care. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
my decision. I have decided. Brad Marchand, you're going back to the Bruins. In the middle of this series, not in trade season. I'm just sending you back. All right. Well, Saint, do we have a sponsor today?
Yeah, we do. I was gonna work on shit today, and I didn't have time. Today's sponsor is St. Astra, a Twitch streamer, cosplayer, and artist. You can support her by purchasing from Etsy or subscribing on twitch.tv/St. Astra. Use your free Prime sub and get access to cute emotes. St. Astra's Etsy also sells a variety of jewelry, decorations, and trinkets. Everything is handmade and crafted with the perfect balance of love and spite. All proceeds go directly to the St. Astra Playoff Commitment to the Bit Fund.
The Stanley Pup
Yeah.
is back. They played last night. And they released their little puppies. And I, as not a dog person.
I'm a dog person, so I lost it.
Yeah. But I've always loved the Pup Bowl for the Super Bowl.
Yes, it was what we used to watch that instead of
Yeah, like it's much more interesting.
Yeah.
But I am so happy to see these pups get attention. So we're gonna go through some of the cards and vote on our favorites. Saint, this is a vibe check. By the way.
Oh, it's a vibe check?
The vibe check is awesome already. All right, so we got
sorry.
Licorice
Yellers. His stupid little ears. Oh my gosh. Look at him.
He started pilot training in the fall because he's a jet. Because he's a jet.
Oh my god.
We've got Shape, the adorable.
That's pretty cute. I'll allow it.
Developing new material for his one dog residency.
That's funny.
Oh,
Jake DeBruff. Oh.
Grandfather's McGruff the Crust.
That's so fucking
That's
funny.
the best thing the Canucks have ever done.
Oh.
Logan Droy. That's cute. What is his?
Did he have a little?
Donates slobber on the weekends.
Oh.
We have Morgan Ruffley. Keeps maple syrup in his water bottle. Yuck. Brayden Pointer, because he's a pointer mix.
That's so cute.
Can smell a treat from 3.8 miles away.
Yep.
Dylan Holloway is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I want that dog.
Look at him. What is he? He's
a husky shepherd mix.
Oh my god, he would do nothing but yap. Not a good dog for a first time dog owner, but
yeah, but look at that face.
Oh my god.
He plays saxophone in the Howlers Jazz Ensemble.
That's so cute.
Tyler Tofuri. I saw this one. He's a certified master hairstylist.
He's such a cute dog. Oh my goodness. Look at his little ears. Oh.
Jared McCanine. Oh. Speaks Kraken fluently.
Sydney
Posby.
Sydney Posby.
Dog's Pyrenees mix. Okay, I would also like him.
Look at him, he's
down
huge.
for a post-game puppuccino.
Sid has a sweet tooth. That's so funny.
Oh,
he's a Pyrenees mix. Oh my god.
Look at his little white paws. It's the silver in Sid's beard.
Huge too. 6 weeks and 12.4 pounds. Just like Sid Crosby.
Travis K9 Ekney.
I cracked up at that one. It's so funny.
Has a podcast about bones and hockey. All right.
So funny.
Claude Giroux. They're
from the same litter. It's his
bark is worse than his bite.
I also like that they're from the same litter and Sid Posby is bigger.
Yeah. He got that ass on him. Mika Zabonajad. Oh, Zabonajad, okay. Once ate a puck, thought it was a cookie. That sounds about right.
That would be pretty outrageous.
John Gabriel Pago. Only eats pizza bones from Long Island. No exception.
Yeah, that's very New York Islanders.
Oh. Philip Forsberg.
What a pretty dog, though. A husky.
I want this puppy.
Looks like a white wolf. I can't have a puppy.
Helmy, maybe. I can't have a dog like that because don't do well with cat meat.
Yep.
Believes belly rubs should be part of the
Doggy Hamilton.
Oh my gosh. Nick Chuzuski.
It's so cute. He's such a little guy.
7.8 pounds.
I could just pick him up in one hand.
Has go tattooed on his tail.
Someone got paid to make these up, and I'm really jealous. I can't.
Matt's Booparello.
Oh.
13. Oh boy, you big boy.
Yeah, holy shit. That's a good looking dog.
Boop's teammates for luck before every face-off. Drew Doggy, yeah, sure, okay.
I mean, it just
has his own paparazzi club. Listen, I like this dog better than Oh, Matthew Fetch Chuck.
It's a cute dog. That dog.
His littermate also plays the NHL.
That's so funny. That dog
does look like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A Maltese mix. Oh my god.
20 weeks and 13 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Leon outside. Oh
yeah. I saw that one, and it's so fucking
me. That's a pretty dog. I would like that dog too.
Yeah, I like how he's mixed. We don't know what the fuck he is.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
Yep.
Only wears shoes when indoors. Dylan Barkin has a huge fan of Moat. He's a big boy too.
Yeah, 12 pounds.
Jake Ottinger.
What a little fella, 6 pounds.
Hoards pucks like otters hoard rock.
Oh my goodness.
Devin Stays. Oh my gosh.
The
Stazer.
Tyler Bartuzzi.
Holds league record for longest post-game walk.
Someone said that that dog can't compete. He's not vaccinated.
Oh, that hit a funny bone.
That's so funny.
Dustin Wolf. I want this baby
with his sad little eyebrows.
I love.
Sleeps I know that this 23 hours a day. I wish that were me.
I like the beagle mixes.
Yeah, they're cute. They got the floppy little ears.
Elvis Merleishkins.
It's so cute.
Lab. That's a pretty dog too.
That is a pretty. 17 pounds.
Teammate for Dream.
Yeah, that's
what
pretty.
A mood.
Taylor Hall. Howell instead of Hall.
Lab Shepherd mix. Look at that tummy.
Oh, and his little face. Some of them look so stinking cute because they're just looking at I'm wearing a jersey. I don't know what's going on. Hi, human. I'm a little nervous baby.
Rasmus Delish.
Dalish, yeah.
Dalish. Master at IKEA Furniture Assembly. All right.
Another 17-pound honker. Actually, no, he's just mean.
Jeremy Spayman!
So funny.
Of course, he's a pit mix. Spends the off-season handing out hugs. What if I off myself?
Oh my god. That hurt. That was mean.
Holds highest score in Duck Hunt. Very nice. Look at that face. Scared.
Yeah, I know. Some of them are like,
help.
Mother, help.
Well, did you see who won
the
that division?
Atlantic?
Yes, and also Matthew Fetch Chuck was biting at the net. Again, all very canon.
All very... Delay of game.
Delay of game. He did piss on the... too, so... but it was super cute. It was the only thing when the Oilers were losing last night.
Yep. I was looking through... I didn't see many clips. I just saw, screenshots of, funny stuff. It's just so funny.
Got. What a goal from Morgan Ruffley. Look, he just brings it right on in. Good boy. Certified good boys. Watch the Stanley Pup. Oh my gosh.
They're just so cute.
We heart Sydney Pulse.
He's such a baby. I would buy that's my kind of dog. I can't have a big dog because we have a small yard, but I love big dogs.
Oh, this was the 5-minute raid major for roughing. I did see this. Otter. What Pete DeBoer does to you.
Yeah, the nose cams were what were getting me. Where the dogs were right up in the cameras. It's so funny. Oh I like how they put did they put treats in the
I guess so.
Stanley
I thought it was
Pup
water.
Cup? Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's water.
Yeah, it's water, okay.
Oh. Refs, is that not delay of game?
It's so funny. Can you imagine getting to be the referee and your job is just to corral these doggies? Look at how cute they are. I love it. They're all adoptable, right? I think that's the whole thing.
They are.
Yeah, it's such a good thing.
There's Sidney Posby. There's Tyler Teferi.
Sydney Posby, would you like to come be best friends with my dog Bailey? He will bite, but
he ain't got no dog in him.
He ain't got that dog in him.
There's the Kennelty bot. The Kennelty bot.
This is the greatest thing they've ever done. Oh my god! Look at the cats. Oh,
the nice crew. Oh my god.
That's such a good idea. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. The Kennelty box will never be. Look at them. Oh, they're done. They gotta go clean up.
Look at him in the Zamboni.
Oh my gosh. We won the Stanley Cup. So Saint vibe check.
Oh, flying colors, passed. A++, S tier. Yes, love it.
I would rather watch this than suffer through a double overtime.
Oh my god. At least it brought me joy. Like, what a great thing. I love it. Yep. I love it so much.
That brought us such whimsy, such joy. Thank you to whoever came up with the first one.
Yeah, all the people that made that happen, the people who had to sit there and figure out the funny, like, names and little tidbits, and just hysterical. Oh. Absolutely hysterical.
I loved that. That was so funny. All right, well, Saint.
Mm-hmm.
This wheel.
Is it weird?
It's sportsmanlike conduct time.
Is it weird that I don't want the Oilers? I can't talk happy about them today. We can always talk.
I can always talk happy. We have to pick one thing. All right, but I don't think it's gonna be the
Oilers. You're gonna jinx it.
I know. Nope.
Yep.
Oh, the Hurricanes. Yeah, I told you.
Yep, you did.
All right,
you did. Hurricanes. The Carolina
Hurricanes.
I have mine.
Okay, you want to go first?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think your dumb little storm thing is so fucking funny. I love it so much. It's so, like, I hate it because it happens when my team loses and I don't watch Canes hockey outside of that. But I think that's so cute. I think it's so funny, and I love their graphics designs during the finals this year, or during the playoffs this year. They've been really, really, really good. I love them. Canes, you do have some whimsy, and I will allow it. Seth Jarvis, love him.
Okay, that was mine. I was going to say my favorite thing about the Canes is Seth Jarvis. I fell in love with him. There's been some moments of whimsy in the past. Like last year, we saw some of it. He's just so unfiltered. My favorite one is when they were like, so what are you going to do when you're a GM? Me? He looks at them. He's got the vibes of an older man. It took me until
an old soul.
4 Nations to realize that man is 22 or 23. How old is Jarvie? Seth Jarvis is 23. He's baby. He does not feel like it.
He's got an old soul, you know.
But I also there's one clip that I also think about when I think of the Canes, and it's Aho mocking Brandon Hagel. And Hagel absolutely losing it. Have you seen that? I'm sure you have.
Probably.
Aho mocking Hagel. This one.
You can sense that they know these 2 points.
Yes. He's just losing it. Like, that's my problem. I would laugh way too much at the church. I'd be like, that's so funny. Like,
oh boy. Yep. So I mean, Canes, we often tease you that you have boring hockey. It was proven this year. But yeah, at least you have some whimsy still. Yeah. You know, like there are some teams that don't have the whimsy. Anaheim Ducks, you're one of them. So I appreciate that you still try and cling to the fact that hockey is a game. So yeah, that's my sportsmanlike conduct.
Like,
all right,
we did good job. Like, this was a good one.
This was a good one. We're so screwed. What do we have left on the wheel? Caps, Oilers, and Devils. Okay,
Jesus
that's not as bad as it could
be
been.
worse. It could be way
been
worse.
A lot worse.
The current prediction. So yeah, we could also end up. Do you predict anything for the next few games?
Oh,
I'm not good at the specific predictions. You are.
Yeah, apparently. I think we split it coming back to game 5.
Yes, I predict 1 win for us and 1 loss for us. I don't know which, but I do predict 1 and 1.
I think we're gonna lose game 3.
Really? Yeah, actually no, you're right. I wasn't sure.
It depends on how hard they lock in. It genuinely depends on.
I think it depends on the roster changes. I think that's really what
it
changes. Like if there's any lineup changes, that will determine whether we win 3 or 4. I don't think we win both.
No,
I think we win 1 though. I don't think we go down 3. If we go down 3, we don't. We don't.
Yeah,
we don't.
I think
win.
I think we lose game 2 or game 3 and win game 4.
Okay.
And then win game 5 and then lose game 6 and then win game 7.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I have to think it that way.
Yes,
because
I want us to win in game 7. The only other option would have been to then win the next 3. So that we win in 5. We either have to win in 5 or 7.
I just want to win. I don't care how you do it, boys. If you kill someone, sure, whatever.
We've all, like, normal season Saint and Champ have gone out the window, okay?
They will not be back till October.
Yeah, like, even in the playoffs, we were not this bad until now. Finals.
Yeah, and I think it's just because it's the Panthers.
Yes. I think it would have been different against another team, but a team that is just as physical as us and unfortunately has some really evil players. They do not pass the vibe check overall. I think we have to. I think 5 or 7. 5 or 7 is what a lot of people are saying it'll be in 6. I don't think it'll be in 5. I guarantee. I don't see 6 either. I think this goes to 7. There's no way this doesn't go to... Unless we come out swinging with some new strategy that we've unlocked as a way to shut down their forecheck, this goes to 7.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode, folks. We really appreciate listening through all of our rants and ramblings. The Puck Witches podcast is released on Spotify, and you can join the Night Witches Discord the episodes directly, as well as enjoy our other channels. It's full of gaming, hobbies.
Sometimes we record these episodes live on Twitch, so make sure you're following us there. And if you want to support us with a Twitch Prime on either or both of our channels, you get access to cute emotes and extra channel points. If you enjoy this podcast, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky for updates.
And lastly, don't forget to support the St. Astro Stanley Cup Final Fund by checking on. We love you all and hope the hockey posties. Champ and Saint signing off.
Stay witchy.